What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because
Introducing the starting five for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At guard, 6'4", number 4, Jalen Noel. Dorian Ritz. At guard, 6'4", number 0, D'Angelo Russell.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. And with pregame routine.
Kevin, thank you very much. You all know Anthony.
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Chamberlain. Curry is out there with the great one. Then there's Griffin. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's the great one. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
And so it's Minnesota with it. It's a 3-point game. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one. And the 3 off target. Stripped away. Back to Chamberlain. Here's the great one. And it's good off the back rim and in. The great one's got 5 points so far.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Here's the great one. Releases from the wing and drills it. The great one's got his 3rd basket of the night. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Houston.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Noel. Pass to Russell. Prince outside. 6 on the shot clock. Poked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they're on the break. Here's the great one. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
From deep. That's tipped. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Drops in the tray off the fast break. The Great Ones got 19 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Now here's Prince. Floats one. Chamberlain with the rebound. Rockets leading by 19. Here's the Great One. And another three for Houston.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Minnesota calls timeout. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage 1 win in the season series.
Yeah, and you know they wanted to have a better showing against them. Maybe they can take a step in the right direction tonight, guys.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Noel. Pass to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 28 points for the Great One.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And they double up Russell. He to Edwards. Left side Prince. To the left side wing. Here's Noel. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's the Great One going inside.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's the Great One. And Houston again with the bucket.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And they double up Russell. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. 37 points for the Great One.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here is Russell. Shot clock at 6. Fast break, here we go. Here's the Great One. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And so it's Minnesota with it. And they double up Russell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Here's the Great One. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, this is one of the reasons why Giannis's teammates appreciate him, because when they're open, he finds them.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Plenty of daylight on that shot. The great one's got 44.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
The pass to Noel. Here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. 47 points for the great one.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Takes a three. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 19 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt comes in for Edwards. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Russell.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And another three for Houston.
No denying that's an encouraging sign when Giannis is connecting from downtown.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Prince, the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Noel. Passes it to Towns. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it. He swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
Here's the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. He makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
Now here's Beverley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here we go, all alone. It's hauled in by Beverley.
And that was
having another steal.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record broken.
Now Beverley, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Here's the great one.
And like this crowd, I'm still in disbelief at how he's completely kept this offense under his thumb.
You look at all the steals, let's just say you don't see this every night.
And, you know, his activity has been outstanding. Just appears to be one step ahead of the opposition. Excellent anticipation, taking risk, and it's paying off.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and yes, it's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Pass to Beasley. Knocks it loose. Clock at 6. Pass to Vanderbilt. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Beverley, it's deflected, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of a backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
1:31 left in the first quarter. Poked away. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Beasley following the basket by Stephen Curry. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And Minnesota has possession following the score by Houston. Beasley outside. 6 to shoot. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's the great one. Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Prince against Antetokounmpo, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 9 seconds left in the first. Here's the great one, and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And so it's the Houston Rockets, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. Great one out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Bryant. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Another steal. And it's Houston on the break. Good, another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. From deep. Knocked loose.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing 3-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the big-time performance. Wow.
Boy, that basket has to look as wide as a swimming pool for him right now, because he is splashing in every 3 he takes.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue?
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnover.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Tipped away. Beasley outside. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Prince dishes to Towns. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
And they recover it. Fires from deep. And again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. The pass to the great one. Houston moving it around. Good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And they've got a lot of ground to make up, and it's hard to do if you continue to struggle offensively.
That's 11 points for the other team off turnovers. That's a real hard thing to overcome.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell comes in for Patrick Beverly.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Beasley outside. Shot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Got a piece of it.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
And it's sent back by Kobe. They get it back, and that one is good. Now Bryant. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And they double up Russell. With the drive, Reed gets the bucket.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that good. He hits again.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. And another one falls.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sight.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Pulls up for 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Back to Reed. Kicks it to Russell. Clock at 6 to the middle. Here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
And for Houston, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game, as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
And good, he hits it again.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Beasley outside. Here's the great one. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Kicks it out to Leonard. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Vanderbilt, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Knocked away. The Rockets, another fast break opportunity here. On up the court. Here's Jordan, and it's Houston with another.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
Russell passes to Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt. Back to Edwards. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Olajuwon, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
The last 4 buckets they've surrendered have come in transition. At some point, you've got to make an adjustment.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the Rockets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Here's Noel. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has, easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Here's Russell. And they double up Russell. Passes to Vanderbilt. Bounce pass, Russell. And here's Edwards. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Here's the great one. And another 3 for Houston.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Poked loose. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for...
Yet another bucket.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points in a game.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts, GA, we've seen, not just in basketball, but I dare say in any sport. Complete scoring dominance.
And people have talked about records that could never be matched. Wilt's 100 was at the top of those lists. But the unbelievable has happened here tonight as he has tied that unbreakable record.
Houston moving it around. McGrady passes to the great one. Here's Griffin. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Hey, yo, get on Russell.
Drives to the hoop. Hits it again. Wow.
Kevin, now I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
The great one. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota now the other way. Russell looking around. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. And here we go. Houston running again.
And even in hostile territory, the fans have to respect what he's done here tonight.
You know, Greg, he's filling it up and giving them their money's worth with his terrific performance.
Boy, tell you what, this is one of the greatest displays you'll see in not just basketball, any sport. Unbelievable.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. Taurean Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Patrick Beverley in for D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Beverley, the pass to Noel. He kicks it to Prince. McGrady against Beverley. Here's the great one. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Edwards dishes to Beverley. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the great one. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Houston on top, just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston was looking great right away. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway, they were knocking down shots and playing tough defense as they went on a 13-0 run. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
When you look at their multiple areas of weakness, for me, it starts with their perimeter defense. Disorganization, chaos, a lot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Taurean Prince. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Russell is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Noel in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
And how about the timing there? Griffin using that athleticism on the defensive end to block it.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's the Great One. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
Yeah, and if you've got the legs to do it, I think it's the best way to play. And they've made that commitment.
That's tipped. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. The tray connects from three-point range.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Got a piece of it, and Minnesota has possession. Curry against Russell. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And another 3 for Houston.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Minnesota shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Russell kicks to Prince. And they get it. Takes it inside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Noel. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Towns against Chamberlain. And it goes down 2 points. Russell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
And he commits the intentional foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Edwards. The teardrop falls in. Edwards got 6.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Giannis passes to the Great One. Curry outside. Hits the three-point foul. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. You look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. From deep, Giannis, and another three for Houston.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Another steal. The great one passes to Curry. And it's Houston with another.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Russell with it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Rockets. Leonard's checked in.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And an intentional foul right there. Another steal.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Now, here is Russell. And they double up Russell. Pass to Beasley to end the run. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And the pass to Towns. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Another steal. Here's the great one. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Chamberlain. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now Beasley. 8 points for him. Minnesota again turning it over. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Rockets. Ryan is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Passes it to the great one. Here he goes. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And so it's Houston with it. Here's the great one. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Knocked loose. Outside, Russell. Driving in. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Sinks the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
He dishes it to Towns. Beasley outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. Back to Beasley. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Russell. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's the great one, defended by Beverly. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
Minnesota shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 17 points here in the second half. The great one passes to Curry. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And here we go. Houston running again. And here they go. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could see why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Olajuwon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here is Edwards. He has 6. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Houston in total control. Here's the great one, and he drives in.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Poked away, and the Timberwolves with possession here. Olajuwon with it. Beasley covering. The pull-up. Yes, that goes in.
And it's not the half-court D that's been the problem. It's scores like that which are killing them.
All these fast break points, guys, very concerning. I mean, they've yet to find an answer for it.
And it's the Rockets on the break. And another 3 for Houston.
Wow. What can you say?
1:30 left in the third. Chamberlain against Beverly. Beasley dishes to Towns. Beasley outside. 5 on the clock. Sees the alley-oop. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. Houston in total control. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the great one. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Curry brings the double. And it's Houston on the break. And again for three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's the great one. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
Beasley outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Curry. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Rock. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Tracy McGrady is out there with Kobe. Then it's Olajuwon. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's the great one in at the small forward. Minnesota with the ball. Monroe kicks to Layman. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forward.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
And he lobs it up. Up and in on the layup. Chamberlain got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size, just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop for the three. And again, another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly. And another assist for him.
Another score and another assist to you-know-who. He continues to engineer good looks.
And that last pass tied him for second, Greg, all-time for most assists in a game. And again, another assist.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
Easily a transcendent game for him and his team. GA, he keeps setting up his teammates, and they keep knocking him down.
And it's just a mind-boggling number. 30 assists.
Another possession, another assist.
And the record is his alone. What a game.
Truly a game for the ages. How lucky are we to have seen it? This guy has been terrific, passing his way into history before our very eyes.
For so long, Scott Skiles and a chance to just stare at the stat sheet. The assist numbers he's amassed tonight, hard to believe.
And GA playing on the road, but he's won over some fans with the show he's putting on here.
And guys, he's passing with a purpose and passion out there. I mean, actively looking to set his guys up, and because of that, he's generated a bunch of assists so far.
Russell against Bryant. Here's Noel. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's the great one, and that one is hammered home.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Noel passes to Russell. To the left wing. Here's Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. From deep, Jordan, and another 3 for Houston.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the ball away with just such ease. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's the great one, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Bryant has always gotten credit for being a fierce defender, clogging and digging, jumping on those steals when they present themselves.
The Timberwolves shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's the great one into the lane.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Kicks it to Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And here's Russell. Towns finds Prince. Jordan with him. He's picked up by Russell. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
And they double up Russell. Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's the great one. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
He takes it in. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For the great one.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alt.